track temperature is decreasing. It's now 28 Celsius. The leader has just done a 203.05.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a sim racing experience. I'm going to try this now for the third time today, and let's see, the first race this morning I was a little too excited and I ended up crashing the car, so that stream did not work out. The second stream I was able to get everything going properly, but the audio wasn't working, so now I think third time we are able to finally get some audio out. And give me 1 second, I will be right back. I just want to check it. Wonderful. It works. So I really just wanted to get as many of these streams done as possible, and I was able to make some changes to the rig to finally get the streaming process to where it was a lot more efficient. So now, at first it felt very easy, but then very quickly having to route cameras through different apps and through different monitors, it was just kind of a big pain. So now everything is very easy and very much just set up and streamlined, ready to go. So let's see. It's almost the 3:30 here in Miami, the 3:30 race. So should be fun. Finally, I had a good lunch. I've had a decently productive day. So I'm gonna disconnect and hang out here with everybody for a few minutes here on the sim. So I know practice just opened up, so run through some practice laps and just start getting things a little warmed up. Hey, what's up, Nick? What's going on, man? That's cool, dude. Hey, can you hear me well? Yes, I can imagine. I know. Go run upstairs and show my mother what her son is doing. So I was just trying to discuss earlier this morning, I usually send brake pressure to the back when I'm starting off a lap, just because I know everything is cold, tires are cold, brakes are cold, so I want to have a little bit of extra pressure, being that this is a rear engine. Being that this is a rear engine car, I want to have more pressure on the back to hold down all that weight as I'm getting the car warmed up.
Jose, restart it and get on it.
What a mess!
Left side, clear left.
Pretty sure I took on a little bit of damage when I hit the wall there. It looks like 2:03 is the fast lap right now, so we're going to try to have to get anywhere close to that. Try that again and get a clean lap in with a clean and repaired car.
clear.
So if it's your first time here and kind of wondering what the channel's about, wondering what the streams are about, and just in the last, I think 2 or 3 days ago, I put up on the header itself for the channel, I started to put up a lot of the racing for mental health thing, and I started to put that on the paints of the cars. And when I started this channel, so a little backstory of the channel, when I started the channel, it was kind of just an idea for me to use a little bit of the gear that I had, and a little bit of the camera gear, and then use my simulator to just make some sort of cool content, just because at that time I was consuming a lot of sim racing content, and I don't know, it just became a thought in my head where I was just like, I could probably do this. So little by little I started adding pieces of stuff that I just already had, and then the channel started growing from there. When I started realizing the thought patterns that I was experiencing and going through, and just kind of how I was starting to think again, and just how I was thinking in general, I saw a very clear difference in just how my entire thought processes had completely changed. And what I ended up realizing was that this is a tool for me to strengthen my mental health. And obviously very fortunate that it's 3 o'clock on a Tuesday and I'm able to do this, and I'm extremely fortunate to be able to do that. But at the same time, my point is to use the tools that I have and use the platform that I have now to discuss mental health, and just my aim is to destigmatize the entire idea of mental health. And given my small amounts of talents, I think that it's what I want to do. It's what I want to do with them, and then I suppose do something responsible with them, and use them to, in some sort of way, destigmatize this whole idea of mental health being something that isn't talked about. And just there's so many times where I see people that hold it in, and just dealing with my own mental health for nearly 20 years, and just asking myself all kinds of questions, trying to understand it. It's a very interesting subject that I don't think gets the necessary amount of attention. So if I have the tools to at least get a message out, and at least talk to, I hate to sound cliche, but if I could at least talk to one person about it, it's definitely worth it for me. time is it?
3:19 p.m.
11 minutes till practice for the race actually starts. If you're not familiar with how the whole
27 seconds off the pace.
racing, I guess platform works on iRacing, there's a 30-minute window before the race starts. This is what we're going through right now, and it's just an open practice. Then you end up being divided into different splits. From there you have a 3-minute practice, an 8-minute qualifying session, and a 15-minute race. And this week, as I'm sure you can already see on the title of the stream, this is Mount Panorama, Bathurst. This is a really fun track. This corner here always caught me off guard. A buddy of mine and I used to play this track a lot in Gran Turismo Sport. So it's definitely a track that we spent a lot of time on. Now being able to do it here in VR, it's a totally different experience. But at least I have some sort of an idea of where I'm going on track. That sun is incredible, isn't it? Downshifted an extra gear there for no reason.
Come on, get between the lines. They'll delete this lap. Disengage limiter.
Alright, session should be starting now. I think I qualified either 3rd or 4th earlier. That seems to be where I'm sitting right now. Hopefully we can push a little bit further up the field this time around. What do we have left? 2 minutes? Not even. A minute left, so let's just get this brake bias dialed in. Correct livery is on. What was I running, a 58 something? We'll leave it at 58.5. And we've got about another 30 seconds or so.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 30 Celsius.
Really just hoping for a clean race right now, and qualifying should be the same. Qualifying is always tough because car's always cold, tires are always cold, so it definitely does not act as I hope it would. So it's always kind of a tough balance of how much do I want to push and how safe do I want to be to make sure that I can even qualify the car. So it looks like we're going to start now in about a second. So, I'll see you in a bit. This is the problem with OCD. This thing is never perfect. There. So my main goal during qualifying, other than to get the car as high up the grid as possible, is to use these 2 laps to really warm the car up. So the out lap and my first hot lap, just to get the car as warmed up as possible, so that on the second lap around I can try to push as much as I can. I don't know if it comes through very well there on the stream, but those sun flares really are kind of a pain. They're nice and all, but they're kind of a pain. They look nice. I love how the car just like it's like snakes through. Oh, if anybody's in Miami, tomorrow starting at 6 p.m., Rickmotech in Miami Lakes is going to be having their monthly opening. They have quite an array of top-of-the-line simulators, all with iRacing, so if you're in Miami and you want to get some sim time in, highly recommend it. I'll be there doing some filming, and it's going to be a fun time. Slowly bringing the car over to the left side. And just keep it here in 5th gear. Brake at this shadow right here. Keep it in 3rd gear and just turn in, and then now I feel so much better now with like just the balance of the brake. 2nd gear, 1st gear. I try to keep it very wide there. It's a super tight turn, so I try to use as much road as possible. And through this entire section, I just try to lift. No brakes, just up to 4th gear and just try to weave the car through. This part's very tricky because all this weight's trying to shift forward and the whole back of the car just wants to slide out. Added a little bit more rear pressure there to the brakes. Just to try to get the car to slow down a little bit straighter. Definitely feel that brake bias difference through there. The car feels just a lot flatter. Okay, so pole right now has a 212.
Bradshaw, 213.53.
How did we know? How am I 3 seconds faster? It's pretty significant. But I'll take it. "18 seconds before we can celebrate." Five. No way.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
That always feels nice. Did not expect that. Oh man. Right, so definitely did not expect that. We have about a minute 20 seconds here before the race starts, just waiting for, definitely waiting for P2, P5, still just a few people waiting to get on the grid. I'm not sure what to say here. I wasn't expecting to start on pole, but either way, this should be fun. This should be hopefully a little cleaner and easier to get through turn 1. And then through there, it's basically just going to be trying to defend and trying to keep it clean. So, yeah, interesting. Looks like P2 is here, P3. "30 seconds.
Uh, 15 minutes. You're in pole. Stay behind the safety car in the left column.
We're just warming up the brakes here.
Okay, mate, get ready. Green, green, green.
All right.
All right, guys.
Wish me luck.
15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Nice and clean into turn 1. And now we can start.
Car behind is pitting. Good start. Keep it up.
Give the car about 2 to 3 laps to get warmed up, and it's going to really make a huge difference in performance. I just see a car leaving the pits there. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we already have a 4-second lead, so I'll just try to, again, keep it clean for the next 12.5 minutes. We're already coming up to a back marker, so hopefully we don't run into any traffic issues here.
Remaining 10 minutes.
Oh my God!
Watch those track limits. We don't want a penalty. Bad luck, Jose.
You have got to be kidding me!
Can you hear me? Respond, please.
Well, that just happened. Sorry, guys. I think this camera died too. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Thanks for hanging out. Maybe the next stream will be a little bit more successful, and I don't even know what happened there. I really don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out.